If it had the 3-dose requirement like we've seen at Western University and some of the other schools, would you still go here?
Personally, yes, because I have the vaccine. I believe in the vaccine, but that's just me.
I just don't see that being a requirement for anyone's safety, including the person vaccinated, really. I think it's completely absurd.
If it's necessary, if the school thinks it's mandatory, people might as well follow the rules, just get it done.
Well, I didn't know I had to bring that, but I don't know why it'd be important to bring all that stuff over here.
Hey guys, Andrew here at Trent University in Peterborough. Their vaccine mandate is 2 vaccines, of course, and if you're going to stay on campus, you also need to submit to a test when you arrive here. Now, they don't have a mask mandate, but they have masks optional. But another weird thing they did is they asked students to bring their full immunization records. Mumps, measles, chickenpox, anything you have, any vaccine you have, they suggested you might as well bring it. We're going to find out how students feel about that, and we're going to go talk to them and ask them more questions about the vaccine and testing. Guys, on these college campuses, we've got to get in disguise here. I'm wearing Lincoln J's backpack. I'm wearing a backwards hat. Doesn't get much better than this. So how do you feel about the mandate to live on campus? Did you have to go through a COVID test when you got here?
I did, yeah. I took 2 COVID tests right when I got here.
How do you feel about that, being vaccinated already? Do you think it's fair that you still have to do the testing?
I personally don't mind. It's not a big deal. It takes 5 seconds.
How do you feel about people needing to be vaccinated in order to stay on campus? Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
I feel like everyone should have their own opinion on it, like their own choice.
Well, I don't see that there is much of a difficulty if they're providing all the finances to have the test done. So as long as they're doing that, I don't see much of an issue with it.
I just don't see that being a requirement for anyone's safety, including the person vaccinated, really. I think it's completely absurd.
If it's necessary, if the school thinks it's mandatory, people might as well follow the rules, just get it done. Like Ryan said, and might as well. They're giving it to us. Yeah, just do it.
If it had the 3-dose requirement like we've seen at Western University and some of the other schools, would you still go here?
Personally, yes, because I have the vaccine. I believe in the vaccine, but that's just me.
No, not necessarily. Just as long as I have my own choice, if I want to take it or not.
Honestly, I don't know. It might be a good idea, but I'd have to see later on if COVID cases start spiking again, things of that nature. And it might turn out it might have been a good idea all along, but I definitely don't know much about the idea of the vaccine just as the science behind it all to know if the booster is going to help too much.
Another thing that I noticed on the school website was they're encouraging students to bring their full immunization record. Are you okay with that? Did you do that? Did you follow that suggestion?
I assume that's for people in residence. I don't think if you live on campus you would have to do that. I don't see how that would apply for going to labs or classes, stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, if it's just for residents, I don't really care.
I think that's personal medical information, and if there's a requirement for that for a certain course or maybe a specific activity they want to do, maybe, but in other words, no.
I don't think the booster's necessary. I'm in that young person age group. My immune system is more than capable of fighting off the COVID-19 virus. I have my 2 shots. School has those records. I don't think it's fair to be pushing a 3rd booster shot on the student body if everybody has their 2 mandatory shots.
And last question, we noticed on the website that there's also a request, a suggestion, not required, but for students to bring their full immunization and vaccine records dating back to all the vaccine you've gotten. Did you bring that with you? How do you feel about that?
It's all virtual, is it not?
Not for your old stuff, like stuff you got when you were a kid?
Well, yeah. So yeah, I don't have that with me right now, no.
Well, I didn't know I had to bring that, but I don't know why it'd be important to bring all that stuff over here.
I think the vaccine mandates are a complete waste of time and nonsense, and I really strongly wish that the government would get rid of all of it. Yeah.
Would you change schools if they required 3 doses here, just like some of the other schools like Western?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, wrapping up here on Trent University campus now. Most people didn't have a problem with the vaccine mandate or the testing for living on campus. Now, some people did say that they would consider going to another school if they required the booster to go here, like different universities that we've seen in Ontario. Now, this is ongoing in Ontario for universities and colleges. Different rules wherever we see them. We're going to be calling them out and we're going to be watching, so stay tuned. Hey guys, as you've seen, there's mandatory boosters at some colleges in Ontario. Go to noforceboosters.com to consider donating so we can keep making these reports and exposing these inconsistent rules. That's all there is to say.